Hi, my name is Purvi Mody. I'm one of the co-owners of Inside Education and the head of counseling. And I have been counseling students and working with students for a very long time and have seen the college admissions landscape change so much over the last 20 years. And today we're going to spend some time really talking about AP exams and how they are changing. So why AP classes in the first place, right? If your goal in high school is to push yourself, is to challenge yourself and to learn about as much content as possible. So when we think about course selection, our goal is that you're taking classes that show all of the above. When you challenge yourself to take an AP, you're showing colleges and yourself and your high school that you're ready for a more rigorous course, you're ready for the challenges that come with that, and you're ready for college level coursework. It also can be that you're trying to show mastery and interest in a particular topic. And that topic could be something you're interested in doing in college. So for example, you might want to study computer science, so you do the AP Computer Science exam. You might be interested in pursuing literature, so you do the AP English Language and Composition and AP Literature exams and classes. It might also just show your talents outside of academic interests. Maybe you're an artist, so you do one of the AP Studio Art exams. Perhaps you just really love psychology, and so you do the AP Psychology exam. So it can show your content knowledge and your ability to be successful in higher level courses. Oftentimes, families will ask us, what is the difference between an AP class and an AP exam? There are two distinct things. A class, the AP class that you would take, is one that you would probably do at your high school or something that you would do outside. And the class itself would garner a grade, has a curriculum, has a structure, has assignments. The grade that you get in your class will be something that you would report to colleges on your transcript or as a separate transcript that you would send in. The AP exam is a 2 or 3 hour long test that you take typically in May, is where you demonstrate this knowledge that you've been learning for the last academic year. The score that you get on your exam is in no way correlated to the grade that you get in class. So it is possible that you may get an A in your AP class at your school and potentially get a 1 or 2 on your AP exam, or you may get a C in your AP class and get a 5 on your AP exam. How do we report that? We always want students to report their grades. They have to report their grades. We always recommend our students report their highest AP scores. So anything above a 3, we recommend. A 3, 4, or 5 is considered a passing score. Now, there are some cases where the scores that you get on your AP exam may potentially give an indication of your abilities that you may not want to get across. So for example, if you don't do well on your AP exam and you get a 1 or a 2, you're not obligated to report that score, and we would probably leave it off your application. Colleges may wonder, you took this class, but you didn't report your score, but at the same time, it's an optional piece that you can put on your application. So this is really an individual thing to decide what you do and what you don't do. But the class and the score itself are two separate things. The most popular question we get when it comes to course selection is how many APs should I take? Undoubtedly, every family asks me that at least one time. And I will tell you that there is no perfect answer. It is really what is the right answer for your child or the right answer for you if you're the student. The important thing when you're choosing your courses is thinking about courses where you are interested, where you can thrive, where you can also show that you're ready for continuous challenges. Meaning, based on how well you do this year, we think about which courses you should take next year. There is no magic number in terms of the number of AP classes that you should be taking, but the downside is this: when students start to overload their schedule and they feel that they should take too many APs, suddenly you have less time and you're going to be spending all of your time on your classes. If your GPA drops, that could definitely be a negative sign to send to colleges. So it's really about finding that right balance. And it really depends on your school and how many APs your school offers. So this truly is an individual question. There is no number out there. You can read as many articles as you want, but really the number of APs that every student should take is an individual number based on your student's performance and abilities and interests. So choosing AP classes can feel a little bit challenging if you're limited by what your school offers. Luckily, with technology, there's so much you can do outside of your school. Now, I will step back and say, don't think about courses just in terms of, oh, I'm interested in it. Think about them also from the skill sets that you can develop. Perhaps you're not really excited about US history or world history or European history, but the reading and writing skill set that you develop from one of those classes is phenomenal and will really serve you well throughout your life. Perhaps you're not super excited about doing an AP Math, but you're actually pretty good at it. It's probably still worthwhile to take, especially if it's the next course available at your school. Now, if you really are limited in terms of opportunities, there are places where you can do your courses outside. There are multiple places where you can take online AP courses to really help you learn the content, and then you would study for and take the exams in May or June of that academic year. You could also self-study. So in many cases, students have said, I don't really need to take a class. I'm very comfortable getting a textbook and a prep book and reading through the material on my own. I might already have a somewhat knowledge of this content. I just want to dive more deeply into it. And they feel incredibly comfortable just doing it independently. So don't be limited by what's available at your school only. These days, there's really no excuse to say, I couldn't do it, so I didn't. There are opportunities everywhere. Oftentimes when students get back their AP scores, they ask if they should retake their exams for a higher score. And this honestly really depends. If you've gotten a 3, 4, or 5, that is considered a passing score for college admissions. And what I mean by that is that most schools will give you credit for either a 3, 4, or 5 on your AP exam. Now, this will vary by school, and this will also vary by major. So when we recommend a student to retake a test when they've gotten a 3 is, for example, if they say to us that they want to major in biology and they got a 3 on their AP bio exam, but did really well in everything else, we may say that it might be a good idea to retake that test, but it really depends on multiple different factors. It depends on the course load that they're taking the next year. It depends on what year they are. If they're going to be a graduating senior, they may or may not really want to take it because by the time they take the AP exam, they'll already know where they're going to college. And it might be worthwhile for them to just redo the bio course when they're in college, the way that that particular college wants them to do it. So it really depends on time. What year is a student? Does it make sense to actually go back and restudy for it? Will they have to do an exceptional amount of review and learning new content? Or was the score that they got, unfortunately, low score, but really they had already been scoring higher on diagnostics? So for the most part, we would say don't retake AP exams. Use that time to take your new exams and focus on new things. Very occasionally, we will tell students that it is a good idea for them to redo an AP exam.